This is a very interesting draft, right? And it feels as if like Zion was making and forcing Revival to play into their hands, especially with the two late game bans onto Xavier as well as Diggy. So I don't know about you, but I'm super stoked to see how this is going to turn out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the drafts locked and loaded. The two team compositions are ready, and here we go, loading into the land of Dawn. It's going to be game number 2 between Revival and Zion. Esports Revival on the left in blue and Zion in red.
The foreman stacking on top of LY4, making sure he gets a head start. Revival playing, I don't want to use the word precedent, but they really want LY4 to shine. That's how Revival is going to play into this game number 2. On the other hand, Zion, it is up to Vanix. Just will be able to out-rotate LY4 very quickly, gang the top side, make sure they have a winning gold lane, because Supergirl needs some babysitting. That's why Latte is there.
I mean, that's important, right? LY4 has not had the games of his day for sure, and making sure that he gets some of that farm, especially as a Thamas, you want to be able to get that early game lead, and that seems to be beneficial. I mean, he's going up top now, looking for something. Latte takes a lot of damage. One more shot does not quite secure it yet. LY4 is around the area, but it doesn't look like he's going for it just yet.
I like what the LY4 is already doing right now. Like, look, already on his side of the map, he's already got the orange buff, he's already got the purple buff. He was already poised and set to basically, counter jungle against Zion. This is a very aggressive Revival team this time. They're starting to gain that confidence, baby steps, up that steps, and they're starting to take a bit of a stride. But now, I think all eyes on Revival. How are they going to play around this turtle pit right here? Looking at level 4s from both these two teams. Sword needs to get that level 4 as quickly as possible. There's only 10 seconds left for him to do. Azura X, on the other hand, Power Spy has been hit. He could already start to do the damage. He doesn't technically need the magic boots, but the magic boots is something that, it's a bonus.
Definitely. I mean, if he gets into a sticky situation, you're going to count on those black shoes to get it out. That's, actually, Azura X going to be pulled back in, right? Revival taking quite a bit of damage there. Zion now has the advantage and the higher ground because they've managed to push out the mid lane. Again, Mango causing disruption in the backline. Turtle is at half health. Revival wants to contest this, but it doesn't look like they can at all.
Yeah, I don't think they can. Time tuning will be activated. Mango gets dragged back into hell.
Yep, and real world manipulation tries to get as much as possible from Zion. It's still, well, I think it's not too bad from Zion. Yes, they lost Mango, but then they did get the objective after all.
Yeah, and that's the first blood QR code. Quickly scan it, and let's get back into the game, because now Zion looking to up that tempo right here, looking at Peace, super low right here, they're gonna gank.
Yep, the circling eagle already popped. That is a dead piece right there. QDX Love cannot do anything about this situation. Zion Esports getting what they wanted and immediately just backing off back to the base.
What I like about the Azura X earlier just now, remember I was talking about, when the first turtle spawns, you need to get your level 4. If you notice how Azura X playing super aggressively, knowing that he has the power spike against Sword, pushing Sword away. He doesn't get level 3 at the turtle fight, and that costed Revival the first turtle. Now, Revival still has a fighting chance. Don't forget, Peace will do a lot of damage towards the later part of the game. LY4 as a Thamas will be able to tank. It's up to how Revival play and hold out for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. And the point of getting LY4 that farm in the first place at the very beginning of the game was so that he can have an easier time. Together with the ultimate from Swolt, it's supposed to get him these objectives. So losing that first one, I say, isn't ideal, but let's look at what they can potentially do now. LY4 taking some damage. Zion just zoning out them out so much. Revival losing that gold plating off the top tier 1 turret. Zion is going to also retreat.
Yeah, I think Zion did what they need to do. Just take down gold plating. Remember, it's up to Supergirl to get as much farm as possible. Even though there's like a lot of people for the time, Revival, this gives a lot of free real estate. Just take a look what Mango is doing right here. Counter jungling. I want to take a look at how Mango is doing, because if he has an orange buff on him, that is a big win over to Zion. Okay, he doesn't. That'd be funny if he doesn't.
No, not that much yet. But Zion does have a lot of control. They've always managed to sync up the wave such that they have the advantage over these objectives, and they're doing that again. A knockup onto LY4 forces him back again from this turtle, losing the second one.
Yeah, and now they're gonna try to gang the top side instead. QDX Love and Peace get shoved back into their inner turrets instead, giving all their gold plating over the side. Zion Vanix takes quite a bit of damage. Real world manipulation goes in, but it's not going to be enough for Zion to push them away from their turret.
And it's very defensive.
Yeah.
That real-world manipulation from Swirl was only enough for Zion to stop pressing on their advantage even further. It didn't zone them out from the first tier turret at all. So that was basically for Supergirl to take. And, well, take it, they did. And now, again, Revival on the back foot piece, being forced back into his second tier turret, or maybe forced to make a lane swap at this point.
Yeah, Peace is supposed to get gold lane priority up top, but it's surprising the fact that, you know, Latte's positioning and also babysitting has proven so well. If you take a look right now, Supergirl already rotated down to the bottom side. Ryan will be going up against them. We need to see a bit of a lane swap happening for the side of Revival to react. Allow the Esmeralda, allow Ryan to play at an unsafe lane, get Peace up. He's already has Endless Battle, that's the first step, but he needs more.
But Zion knows this too. Just look at the rotations coming down the bottom. They probably already anticipated that Peace is going to be there. Azura X still in some trouble. Here comes Latte for the rescue as this is the grid that comes down. The counter aggression onto Zion. They trade out 1-for-1 between Swirl and Azura X.
Yeah, they're just trading away mages for now, but at next 26 seconds when the turtle and will be spawned, Zion should be at just in time up there, but big key real world manipulation has been used by Swirl. You would not have the real world manipulation for Side Revival to zone Zion away from that turtle, so that's something they need to put into play when they're going for this turtle contest.
I mean, even if they did, you have also Latte on that Matilda, so you can be sure that he's going to look out for that ultimate and probably use that to stop him as well. Even if it doesn't, Guiding Wind is there to help his teammates get out.
Yeah, take a look at the emblems once again. It is Carry going using the same emblem as what he did for Irithel. They need the movement speed, they need that HP to stay in lane as long as possible. Killing spree for Clint, that has been the preferred emblem for MPL Singapore in terms of the Clint. You've got a massive armor penetration, you also got that re-engage kind of style going back into the fight after one kill. Another thing to take note is the average for Ryan. As long as he's swiping heroes or at least anything, he's actually gaining gold so that he could scale faster as compared to Mango.
Yeah, like the emblems, the way that they've drafted, it all points to Revival looking like they want something more aggressive, right? The thing that confuses me is it doesn't seem to be playing out like that in the execution. And remember when we talked about the keys to victory, it is for Revival to play confidently, play these fights confidently.
Ryan?
But right now in the backline, Ryan actually getting found out by Zion there, so not gonna have any engage happening as of yet. But yeah, Revival.
Yeah. You're asking for confidence. I was looking at Ryan, I was like, oh, is that a Ryan ultimate to catch 3? But unfortunately, he's going to just swipe and walk past everyone from Zion. That would be a very good catch if Ryan were to be able to do so, but Revival wasn't there to follow up. And now, once again, it's Zion, you know, pushing Revival out of their own jungle. Nowhere is safe. It's Revival right now roaming as 4 in order to allow LY4 to get the farm, but same goes to Soul for the side of Zion. This skirmish may actually cost Revival.
Hanging around this purple buff here, trying to steal it away from LY4. Once again, so much invested in just trying to protect LY4. He does still get it, but like, you had to have your entire team basically help you there.
Yeah, an entire team to basically protect LY4. In the meantime, don't forget, Mango off the other side of the map is just farming out of control. There's always this lingering threat that's in the minds of Revival. Mango could be in any rush. Mango could be anywhere right there. He is a Paquito, but he's playing it like an assassin, and it's definitely scaring Revival a lot in terms of their pathing.
Yeah, just hanging around now. It's going to be Zion unleashing out this first Lord of the game. Again, playing the objective game so well. And so far, it's just been a little bit similar to game number 1. You know, a slow burn towards the side of Revival where it feels like they're being choked out objective by objective, lane by lane. And it doesn't seem like they have an answer to that just yet.
Ryan tried, you know, this time around playing a bit aggressively and also a bit more confident, but Vanix will try to pull the trigger. He's rolling around, he's looking for someone to crash a pod. Zion, you know, already setting up the Lord. The Lord is already for the HP.
Mango taking so much damage. LY4 tries to go in the backline looking for something, but the real world manipulation is going to be the engage here. Zion Esports not fazed by that at all. And I think they still secured the Lord there. Vanix got the Lord still amidst all of that chaos.
Yeah, and once LY4 is down, you rest assured Zion should be able to pick up that pieces from Revival, but Revival will try to do some damage. This is pure damage control right now. They cracked open the mid lane turret, but Zion does have a Lord marching against Revival.
I guess that's not too bad, recognizing that they had the mid lane advantage in terms of the push and going straight for that mid tier 1 turret. So still one structure in their favor gives them a little bit of control. If not for now, then at least the next objective as well. So now all they have to do is to turn their sights to this top side as Zion look to siege on with this Lord.
Yeah, Sword does have the real world manipulation. Expect him to use it to break out the siege. Ryan just standing in front, not allowing the Lord to basically close it all the way in. Position for Mango is in the mid lane trying to crash the mid lane turret. This top lane is just a distraction. The main prize is that mid lane turret for Zion.
Yep, so tit for tat. You take my mid lane turret, I do the same with this Lord push. I get one off of your hands too. Azura X going quite deep here, just baiting out skills for the black shoes. Mango tries to go in, but it's gonna back out. And right now the real world manipulation finds him in the backline as well. He's not dead. He's not for long for this well, and it's gonna be pressing onto the rest of Zion. The Circling Eagle comes in as well. Doesn't find anyone on the side of Revival, just trading out Sword for Mango. I guess pretty good trade.
I would say it's a pretty good trade coming up from, especially for the side of Zion, right? You take away Sword, especially when Sword is in a real world manipulation. However, you know, I think that was a blind one coming out from Revival. It's very defensive one once again. We need to see more aggression coming out from Revival. We need to see the teeth. We need to see the fangs. We need to see hands from Revival for now. Zion, you know, still in the dominating seat in terms of the map control, in terms of the turret. They already took down the Lord. It's now Zion's game. Vanix has been controlling the map, has been ganking right. Supergirl, you know, left unsupervised for the side of Revival. Ryan can't find that flank on top of Supergirl.
It's gonna be Zion finding it instead onto QDX. Love again, the ult thrown out just to prevent the siege, but it's no use. They sacrifice Vanix though. Ryan manages to get away from the grasp of Zion, and it looks like they have to disengage for this moment. Azura X taking a lot, does not have the black shoes, but still gets out of that fight. So Zion recognizing exactly when they need to get out of that fight, and they do so successfully.
Yeah, I like the fact that when I asked for Revival to have hands. There you go, one hand for the side of Vanix. Taking him down is good. Now, what are you going to do about this? Revival pushing the lanes instead. Look at that. It's going to be Ryan top side, Peace and Sword at the bottom side. Just in case if someone from Zion comes over, Sword is there to land down the slow field to stop Zion from progressing even further. But now, the Lord has spawned. Zion has Vanix already. Could just spin and roll over there. Revival does have map and Lord priority right now, but they just need to stay there. But they left the Lord pit alone.
I mean, it's a little tough for them, right? If you look across the board, they are a little under level compared to Zion. Peace is 12, and Supergirl has 1 level on top of him. This game, as it drags on longer, is only going to be even more unfavorable for the side of Revival. That's quite, I mean, it points to the genius of Zion choking out their late game, but right now it's going to be Ryan trying to choke out the members of Zion. Latte pops that Circling Eagle to get onto him, and the rest of the members crash down onto him as well. He has nowhere to go, but the time journey saves him from that siege, and it's gonna be Zion surging onto the Lord. Now they have this higher ground to take this objective. Revival, they don't want to give up though, still hanging around the area, and LY4, he wants to contest it this time.
Oh, Real World Manipulation go in. The ultimate will be activated by side of Azura X. Ryan goes in. LY4 finds a backline.
Yep, and now Zion into a full retreat back into their jungle. Revival this time getting the better of Zion. And they have to be careful though. The minions are pushed up, so they need to take this objective in order to pull it back into their favor. Yeah,
putting it back to favor is very good. Now Zion, if they really want to fight this and handshake this fight, they have to fight without Supergirl. It's up to Zion to try to do it. Ryan going in, time journey activated. It's LY4 that secures the Lord though.
Yep, and now pushing on. They managed to already get Supergirl and Azura X, so Revival has the advantage. Somehow they managed to turn this back into their favor.
I asked for hands and they literally grew a punching glove. that is what we need from the side of Revival. More aggression, more confidence. Ryan has started to zone out. They catch out Supergirl. After that, Revival capitalize the fact that Zion doesn't really have damage dealers anymore. They take away the enhanced Lord, mind you. Revival with this, there's enough standing gold for them to take, and then over the sudden, you see Revival gaining more gold as compared to Zion.
You can be sure they'll leverage this. This is, I think, the first objective probably that they managed to secure so far, and it's super huge for them, but it doesn't seem like they've made it in time to get to the base turret. So they've so far stripped Zion of all their other turrets, but the only ones left standing are the base turrets. So Revival hanging around, looking like they want to look for more. Mid goes down, so they've actually cracked the base open faster than Zion has.
Yeah, now the Revival, I think they really want to try to end this with a GG push. Real one manipulation goes in.
Yep, as well as all the ults. They're trying it. They're trying to go for Zion. It's all in, but here comes the counter engage from Latte. The circling ego goes in. He takes too much damage, though. Goes down. Peace gets the credit for that, and Revival presses on. Mango trying to retreat, and it's a Zura X. Another damage dealer, and now left 3 standing on the side of Zion. I don't know if they can make this push. The top side, the creeps are coming in. Revival, they want to take this to game number 3. Mango tries to do what he can here, but he actually goes down, taken down by the members of Revival, and the damage is pouring out directly onto the core. Revival ends this in a game number 2. It's